Welcome back everyone. In today's video we'll be checking out part of my Build-A-Figure collection. We have a couple different Thanos figures. We have Sandman, Gladiator, Hulk, and Rhino. Our first figure we'll build today is Build-A-Figure Gladiator Hulk. We'll start out by putting Gladiator Hulk's head on first. That's a good start to building a figure. And we'll get his arms put on next. So we have his right arm there, and next Gladiator Hulk's left arm. And we'll go over his Gladiator uniform in a little bit, but let's first get him put together. And both of his legs are now on. Here's our Build-A-Figure Gladiator Hulk, all put together and complete. So yeah, you can see all of his Gladiator Hulk armor on. He has the shoulder pad armor, that way he can block sword strikes or different kind of strikes, just kind of lean the shoulder in there and block it. He also has some side armor on this side with some spikes coming out of it a little bit. So yeah, overall pretty cool armor and a really neat figure. Always like the Gladiator Hulk figures. Cool. Alright, next up let's check out Sandman. Here's our Sandman figure, and what's cool about this figure is he comes with this Wrecking Ball hand. So this is the Wrecking Ball Sandman hand. We get the open hand. And we get a Sandman fist with some sand spikes coming out of it. And we also get this one, it's like a sledgehammer type of sand hand. Let's start out by putting this one on. So that looks really cool with the sledgehammer there. And we'll put this fist right there. We can try out the Wrecking Ball one. I think the Wrecking Ball is definitely one of my favorites also. That's the Wrecking Ball hand. We'll actually leave this one on. And on this side, let's take off the sledgehammer hand and let's put the open claw hand on. I think this one looks really cool. And of course we need to put Sandman's head on. There's a closer look at Sandman. We'll move these aside and let's put his legs on next. Here's Sandman all put together. Some of these Build-A-Figures stay together really well and some don't as much, and there can be many reasons for that. Sometimes they have been put together and taken apart so many times that they just don't want to snap together as well. But yeah, this is a really cool figure. Definitely a neat Build-A-Figure Sandman. Alright, next up, since we have two Thanos figures to put together, let's put a Thanos figure together next. And here's Thanos. Let's start out by putting Thanos' head on. There's Thanos, and let's put his gauntlet arm on. This Thanos snaps into place really well so far, and there's that Infinity Gauntlet. And let's take this arm and put it on. Yeah, it definitely snaps in a lot easier than our Sandman figure did. And his legs going pretty well too. So yeah, this is a cool Thanos figure, really neat. I definitely like that he has the gauntlet in his left hand there, that's really cool. Here's another look at our Thanos figure all put together. He has some really cool, powerful armor. And he definitely needs all of that powerful armor for all of his battles and for battling against Hulk. We'll put Thanos aside, and next, so we have two Build-A-Figures left to build. Let's build Rhino next. So here's Rhino, and let's put Rhino's head in first. So all these Build-A-Figures, this is part of my Build-A-Figure collection. I still have a lot more, so we'll definitely do Build-A-Figure collection part 1, part 2, part 3, and probably many more to go on after that. Here's Rhino all put together. A really cool Rhino figure. Kind of basic and simple, but not. It's just, I don't know, really cool figure. I like it. He has a shoulder armor there. It looks like he's doing a closed fist hand on each side. And Rhino, as usual, looks super strong. Here's our last Build-A-Figure in this collection to put together today. And it's Thanos, our second Thanos figure. This Thanos figure has a gauntlet in his left hand again. Let's compare it to this one. So it looks really similar, a little bit different, but very similar. So let's put his left arm on and his head. And next we'll put his legs on. And there's Thanos complete. And Thanos has a lot of armor on again. This Thanos figure actually looks like he has more armor on than the other one. He has the head armor on. And he also has more armor on in general with his shoulder armor, front armor, just a bunch of very powerful armor to go against the superheroes. Now that we've built all of our Build-A-Figure figures, let's put them over here. We'll line them all up. So first we have Thanos. We'll put our other Thanos over here. We have Sandman and Hulk. And lastly we have Rhino. We'll put Rhino right here on the end. And here's all the Build-A-Figures. Well, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next time.